What if there was a secret button in your car that could solve problems instantly? Something so simple yet powerful that mechanics hope you never learn about it. It sounds like clickbait, right? But it's 100% real, and it's hiding in plain sight inside millions of vehicles. Most drivers have absolutely no idea it exists, let alone how to use it. This tiny feature has the power to reset warning lights, fix faulty sensors, and even bring your car out of limp mode without tools, apps, or even opening your hood. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly where to find it, how to use it, and why it's one of the most underrated tricks in the automotive world. And once you see how easy it is, you'll wonder why nobody taught you this before. Let's dive in. Modern cars are basically rolling computers. Beneath the metal, there are up to 100 electronic control modules working together. The engine control module, transmission control unit, body control module, and a dozen other micro brains constantly monitor your car's behavior. They track everything: how hard you accelerate, the angle of your steering wheel, your braking patterns, even how long your car idles. But like any computer system, things can go wrong. A voltage drop, a sensor glitch, a false signal. And when they do, you get that dreaded check engine light. Or worse, your car goes into limp mode and suddenly won't go over 40 minutes. Here's the good news. Some of these issues don't need a trip to the mechanic. Sometimes all your car needs is a little reset. And here's where that hidden button comes in. Most people don't realize this, but nearly every car made after the early 2000s has a built-in reset function that can be activated using a simple sequence of steps. No tools, no diagnostic scanner, just your ignition, your gas pedal, and a little patience. Let's start with a trick that works on thousands of cars, from brands like Nissan, Toyota, Honda, and even Mercedes. It's called a pedal reset. Here's how it works. Turn your key to the on position, not the start position, just enough so the dashboard lights come on. Now press the gas pedal to the floor and hold it there for 10 full seconds. Without lifting your foot, turn the key back to the off position. Wait a few seconds, then release the pedal. Now wait another minute or two before starting your engine. What you've just done is trigger a reset of the transmission's adaptive learning system. Over time, your transmission learns how you drive, whether you're aggressive or smooth. But sometimes it learns the wrong habits, especially if multiple people drive the car or if it's been driven hard. This reset wipes that memory, forcing the transmission to relearn from scratch. The result? Shifting feels quicker, smoother, like the day you first drove it off the lot. This trick alone can solve sluggish acceleration, weird shift timing, and poor throttle response. But that's not the only button-based reset hiding in your car. Let's talk about the throttle position sensor, or TPS. When this sensor gets confused, your car might feel jerky when you accelerate, or maybe it idles too high or too low. Some people replace the sensor entirely, spending hundreds, but in many cases, it just needs a reset. Again, it starts with the key in the on position. Now press the gas pedal all the way down and release it 5 times, quickly, within 5 to 7 seconds. Wait 10 seconds, then start the engine. If done right, this sequence resets the TPS, which can instantly improve throttle response, idle behavior, and even fuel efficiency. No tools, no money, just your foot and a bit of know-how. You're starting to see the pattern, right? But maybe your issue isn't performance. Maybe it's that annoying check engine light that won't go away even after you've fixed the problem. In that case, we've got another trick for you. This one's called the fuse pull reset. Every car has 1 or 2 fuse boxes, usually one under the hood and one under the dashboard. Inside are labeled fuses for every major system in your vehicle, including the ECM, PCM, and TCU, which are just fancy names for your car's main control computers. Here's the trick. If you've recently replaced a sensor, like an O2 sensor, MAF, or TPS, and the check engine light is still on, try this. Pop open the fuse box. Locate the fuse labeled ECM or PCM. Pull it out carefully. Wait 10 to 15 minutes, then plug it back in. This clears the memory in that module, erasing any lingering error codes that haven't updated yet. It's like giving that system a fresh start without affecting your radio settings or clock. Still not impressed? Okay, let's talk about TPMS Reset. The tire pressure monitoring system is one of the most common reasons for that annoying dashboard light. But even after inflating all your tires, that light often stays on. Why? Because the system needs to be manually told to update. In most cars, there's a small reset button hidden under the dashboard, usually near your steering column or lower panel. Turn the ignition on, press and hold that button for 3 seconds, and wait for the TPMS light to blink 3 times. Then drive for about 10 minutes above 30 minutes. Boom, light gone. But what if your car is in limp mode? That's when the engine cuts power to prevent damage, but sometimes it stays stuck even after the issue is fixed. The battery disconnect reset is your best option here. Turn off your car, open the hood, disconnect the negative terminal from your battery. Now press and hold the brake pedal for 30 seconds. This drains residual power stored in your car's capacitors. Wait 15 minutes, reconnect the battery, and restart the car. 9 times out of 10, this will kick the car out of limp mode, especially on Nissans, Volkswagens, and older BMWs. Important side note here, only do this if you've already fixed the issue that caused limp mode. This isn't a band-aid, it's a reset. And here's a bonus most people never think of: resetting your car's idle. After a battery disconnect or sensor replacement, your engine might feel rough or even stall when idling. That's because it forgot how to balance airflow and fuel trim. To teach it again. Start your car with no AC or electrical loads on. Let it idle for 5 to 10 minutes. Then turn on the AC and let it idle again for another few minutes. After that, go for a gentle drive. This simple process allows the ECU to relearn correct idle behavior, smoothing everything out. Still with me? Because here's the last secret, and it's more psychological than mechanical. When you learn how to reset your own car, you take back control. You stop feeling helpless every time a dashboard light comes on. You stop fearing that every weird noise means a $1,000 0-cents repair. You gain confidence, and that mindset, that sense of control, is just as valuable as the reset itself. Mechanics aren't the enemy. They're just doing their job. But knowledge gives you the power to know when to go to the shop and when a 5-minute DIY fix will do. So next time a light pops on or your car starts acting up, remember, don't panic. Look for the reset. You've now got the tools, the tricks, and the insider know-how to solve what 90% of drivers can't. And that little secret button? It's not really a button. It's a sequence. It's a mindset, and now it's yours. If this video saved you a trip to the shop, helped you fix a stubborn problem, or just made you feel more confident as a driver, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more CarSmart content. Because the best drivers, they don't just drive, they learn, reset, and win. Stay sharp, drive smarter, and don't let a dashboard light boss you around ever again.